we don't talk a whole lot, but, you know, that's really not very important.
What is your grandfather's name?
I'm sorry, the DM can only make up so many names in action right now.
I don't know if it's important, I apologize. First I called him a hobbit, and then I wanted to bondage someone.
Hey, welcome back.
I saw that happen. I saw you.
I know.
I said nothing.
I know. I appreciate it.
Wanted that.
Okay. So.
I'm like steaming from embarrassment right now.
It's okay.
Fine.
It's on a chart. Like there's like a scale of how much
can't even
NPCs like you.
Be, like, imply that just because it's like.
Bondage. So when we last left off, the party had officially become the Crusaders of the Stag.
Party had officially become.
They had become. The party had officially become. So, inside jokes, hot. So, the party had. Jeez. Alright, I gotta. Okay, so the party had become an official party, according to the Adventurers Guild. Were contacted by Regina Lecter, the kind of tall, dark-skinned, great sword-wielding, angry woman who had been noted for being in the general area. You know? What? I thought it was a goldfish. You just have dirty minds. Oh, okay, yeah, that's a dick. Never mind. Wow. Good job, Bayli. You did it.
It's got like a little upturn.
Yeah.
It's got like the hood. It's got a foreskin.
Wow.
You see it?
That's really
I don't
something.
like how much detail you can put into tiny.
I'm gonna get a picture of this. This is really special. I'm putting this in the episode right now.
Oh my god.
This is too good to pass up on.
Bam! There it is.
It's out of focus, but I don't care.
You monster.
Just a blurry, silly, putty penis.
You're a blurry, silly putty penis.
Shut up.
Silly putty penis. Silly putty
So-
penis. Silly putty.
Okay, so anyway, 2 minutes in and I haven't even started the intro. Okay, the party had accepted a contract, asking for help from Regina Lecter, who was seemingly having frustrations with dealing with the issues of a small farm on the outside of Succumber being vandalized semi-regularly. We rejoin us now as it's approaching about 3 o'clock.
I can't even just ditch the party and be like, new life.
Time to roll up a new character. Just when you put your foot in your mouth that bad, you just gotta restart your life.
It's just the windows.
I'm not afraid to kill off a second character of yours. It'll be great. So,
There's world record for the amount of characters made.
yeah, only you will die 80 billion times. So, we rejoin us now as Axel and Kepesk have hidden in the field. The remaining...
With me. I succeeded into the grave.
Okay, well, roll a stealth check. What would...
Nat 20 plus
All right.
30.
30, okay.
I'm gone.
De Niro kind of looks up to you, Simon, and is just like, well, what do you do?
Well, it looks like we're all taking...
cast invisibility.
We're taking different vantages, I think.
Sure.
Wherever you feel you can be most effective,
I'll,
I can cast invisibility on you when the time is right.
Fair enough. I will go on the more southern side of the field, I suppose, so that we can cover the most ground, have the most visibility. Well, I will be there. Goodbye. And he heads off.
Alright.
Goodbye.
Where is not covered that I can go?
Where's not covered?
Yeah, vantage-wise.
There's not a lot of areas here. I mean, you could you could actually go with your size, and since there's only one of you, you could probably fit on top of the small barn-like structure attached to the main house. Okay. That's the only place that would have any kind of vantage. It's not the best cover, but it's certainly not the worst. You would just have to flatten yourself pretty well.
Okay, I think I will try that.
Okay. Go ahead and make an athletics check. Or acrobatics.
Sorry, I don't know my modifier for that. That is Dex.
20 total.
20 total. You managed to get your way on top of the roof. Go ahead and roll a stealth check. Do with advantage since you're up there.
Thank you. That was a nat 1 and then a 16.
Okay.
16
I had a feeling about that one.
plus. Wait, what was the check?
Stealth.
Okay, so that is 22.
22. Yeah, you're pretty well hidden up there. You remember to take your hat off so that the point doesn't kind of stick up like a lighthouse on top of there. As you just kind of flatten yourself out, looking over the side. You have a pretty decent vantage point from over here. Would anyone like some Oreos?
Actually,
Yeah.
Have some Oreos.
No, we're not supposed to eat on recording.
Well, YOLO. YOLO swag. So, as you guys... Good job. You're doing great.
This is why we don't eat
This
on
is why we
recording.
don't eat on
I
record.
just snorted, and then half of it fell on the floor.
Bailey, that's not how you eat Oreos.
Shut up.
She dropped her cake pop in the car today.
What?
I let out a scream of agony.
It was worse than the no my fruit snack. Like worse than that.
Why?
I got her cake pop, and she picked
Oh,
it up.
I
from
thought
the
you
car.
said you played K-pop in the car.
No, she dropped her cake pop
I see.
onto my gross, disgusting car floor.
This is why we're dating. We value our food very highly.
I thought you just had an anger scream come out because you were listening to K-pop, and I understand. Anyway,
Apologies to
I
our
want-
fans.
K-pop fans, leave
I
your
want a
opinions in the
preference.
comments.
I'm still so embarrassed by that. It's not me, okay? It's not.
fine.
You will
It
never
was
escape the
funny. I feel
bondage
I've
without words.
morally done something wrong.
Well, you know what I like? Being changed to things. It's nice. Don't you agree?
Good.
Anyway, it relaxes me.
Very appropriate.
So, as you guys sit out in your respective positions, Dutch, what was your stealth check?
30.
30, right. Time passes. An hour goes by.
Can I just say I did?
Yeah.
Flash the peace sign and vanished.
Dutch is gone. Whereabouts would you like to position yourself in the field? From where you are, the south side is facing Succumber. The north side is facing the woods. On the north side is the house. And that's pretty much it. It's a simple layout.
Northeast corner.
Okay.
Towards the edge so that I'm like, I can pop out if I need to, but I'm also like hidden if something comes from the other side.
Okay. All right. As you guys set up your respective locations, you sit there. A few more hours pass. Night eventually comes. More time passes. You're starting to get a little bored as the moon is beginning to rise and is pretty much directly overhead now. Everybody go ahead and make a perception check.
13.
13.
12.
12.
19.
19. Okay. Let's see. 12? 13? Okay. After a few more hours and about the moon is at its zenith.
I knew you were going to use that word. It popped in my head and I said zenith in my head. I was like, he's going to say fucking zenith. And then you said it and I know I pronounce
Is
it
it that?
very
That's like
wrong.
the peak, right?
Yeah.
Zenith. Oh, well, hey.
Levi was right.
Wow.
This never happens.
Okay.
You just hear Kepesk.
You hear a rustling behind you. Dutch, from where you are, you don't hear anything. But you hear sound behind you.
My ankles are kind of hurting.
As Simon, you look over, into the field once again. Just you were distracted briefly by the stars. You look over. Whereas previously there were 3 erected scarecrows out in the field, there are none.
Okay. I suppose I'm gonna...
We should have had a...
Can I try to whistle to them or something? That would be really obvious. Can I make a bird sound? No. Shoot. We didn't organize any signal.
No.
I have sending. Can I be like, what's it looking like up there?
I mean,
you didn't notice anything.
you didn't
though.
see anything.
Oh, okay, cool. I should have been a scarecrow.
Apparently not.
But I would have known something's happening.
Okay, well, do I see anything in that general area? Like any rustling?
You actually do see a slight rustling that's heading towards the house.
Okay, I'm gonna cast invisibility on myself.
Okay.
And I'm gonna get down as safely as I can. And... Ooh. Do I see Dutch anywhere?
You don't. He is vanished.
Oh yeah, I rolled a 30.
Did Kepesk notice something, right?
I heard a rustling.
Yeah, you did.
Do I see him anywhere?
You don't.
No, you're hidden as well. Crap. Okay. I guess, yeah, I'm just gonna sneak down into the grain and move towards where I heard the rustling.
Okay. It's not too difficult with your current stealth roll. You make your way to the general area where you saw Kepesk initially disappear, and you watch Simon come nearby and eventually walk into the grain.
I'm gonna is he are you walking at me?
Well, no, actually you don't see him
I'm
because he's
invisible.
invisible. Make a perception check. And what was your stealth roll initially? 22?
Yeah, something like that.
22.
22. Yeah, you actually managed to figure out that the just ever so slight rustle near you is Simon.
I want to try to reach for this
Yeah, you feel Kepesk reach over out of nowhere, and you feel the lizardy hand grasp your foot.
kind of motion him to get down with me.
Okay.
Alright, yeah, I'll do that.
All right.
I saw something, the scarecrows are missing now, and I think whatever it is moving towards the house.
Man.
So I think we should
get better
group
bets.
up over there.
Just
You feel a beetle kind of crawl up your leg, and you're like, oh shoot, and you kind of pull it out and flick it away. That's about all that's going on over on your end.
I'm gonna try to sneak over to the wall of the house with Simon.
Okay. As soon as you begin to exit the general area, you hear the same rustling kind of behind you, and you turn around to immediately make contact with some burlap shape that is kind of looming over you. As you look up and you see this kind of gaping burlap face with dark holes and essentially Batman Scarecrow that is currently bending over you and
I
looming.
want to draw my swords.
It immediately attempts to lunge at you. I need everybody to roll initiative.
Okay.
why do you know paranoias? Why? First the
I am in your
skin
nightmares.
monster, then the weird disjointed scarecrow.
Kepesk, what you got?
7.
7. Dutch.
12.
12. Simon.
I also got 7.
7. Okay.
Yeah, paper, parchment, shears,
You could go
boulder.
first. This round.
I rolled at advantage for Axel on initiative, but I rolled the first number and then picked it up before I did it because I'm just kind of used to rolling twice. I don't know why I did that because it really didn't help me much. Okay, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait, I don't have these anymore.
De Niro sucks on initiative.
He gave.
You sucks on thing.
I want to thieve your life source.
Ooh.
Oh,
Same. What do you think I can handle?
Wait, can I just put these on? Just offhanded, just because.
well, your lips. Yeah, you can have those on.
Okay, cool. I didn't even realize that you could, just tap them on.
Okay. Axel does not notice anything. Let's see. Dutch, you are still having a quiet night. You don't notice anything. Your turn passes. Up next,
I
let's
shift
see.
to sit, just like.
No. All right.
Can I see this guy?
Yeah, you can.
Just
Okay. Immediately, the first scarecrow near you is going to make.
First scarecrow.
Yep. 2 attacks against you.
I fucking called this
There
dude
were
in my
3.
head. I didn't want to say it because
Oh,
it's
I
like
didn't know if they just
I don't
used,
want to ruin it, but like
used material from
If
the
you
other ones to
had
make them
soon as they
gone
were
out
done.
and stood with them.
Because, like, imagine you're just, like, standing there and the other one just kind of, like... That'd be cool, right?
I have
You're just
to
like, whoops.
I have to start.
I am one of you. Ooh, double 4s.
I just all
Cool.
see them start walking like.
Break it down.
Alright. Kepesk.
I forgot.
Wait.
Like, oh,
That is a... is a 19 to hit.
That does not, because I'm the
You are. Right. And that is a 17 to hit. However, the immediate next scarecrow next to you is going to also... that's a miss against you. That's a natural 20.
I was hoping to avoid cat combat this episode. You know? Not that I dislike combat.
You take 11 points of slashing damage, and I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Does that happen?
No, because you're not raging yet.
Oh, you're right.
How do you kill a scarecrow? Use that?
18.
Imagine.
It's like a tear it apart.
20? Oh, yeah. You look at this thing. You think back. You've seen much scarier than this before.
I got vored by a plant.
Yeah.
I mean,
Then you also watched a sea hag hide in something else's skin.
oh yeah, that was pretty
You've seen some pretty horrible things. This does not affect you particularly. Immediately after that, that's the scarecrow's turn. Let's see, Kepesk or Simon, who wants to go first?
You can go first.
Okay,
Wait.
so bonus action
Oh,
to
yeah.
rage.
Okay,
I forgot
you
I
rage.
wasn't aware. I was like, wait, what?
You gain the 2 temporary hit points.
And I'm gonna make 2 attacks towards the nearest scarecrow
Okay.
with the lion's bit.
All right. Go for it.
18.
18
plus,
hits.
Yeah. And a 19.
19 hits. 13.
For the first one.
Do I hear any of
And
this?
Oh, nice.
max damage.
Nice.
6 plus 8 is I don't know
14.
what- Thank you. 14
Plus 5 is
plus
19.
5, yeah, 19.
Nice.
Dude, hell yeah.
All right.
And I'm gonna just very violently
Okay.
scream.
Yeah. Yeah, you're alerted. Axel is alerted.
I was just like eating.
De Niro
Just, like,
is occupied.
just so now, just
Dutch
oh,
is
shoot,
just
shoot.
like munching on a Heath bar and
a Cliff Bar.
Cliff bar. But he's eating grain. He's just eating the wheat around him. He's that invisible that no one sees him. Just like
It just like starts disappearing.
I'm sad it's not corn, so you couldn't just like.
Simon, you're up next.
Okay. Everyone is alerted to the location and situation to some degree because of Kepesk, right?
Now they are.
Okay. Suppose
This could be a ghost of some
I'm going
sort.
to
Or
attack.
spirit, I should say.
All right.
Because we get possessed.
Which one are you attacking? The one
Uh,
Kepesk attacked? There's 2 right there.
no, I'm gonna attack the other one.
Okay.
Sorry. Going to cast. Yeah, I don't think this will cause a problem. It could.
All right.
Hold on, I'm sorry.
What do you cast?
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna cast Scorching Ray.
Okay.
We got the monsters, and also burned down all of your crap.
And can I?
But it's
What's the rules about pulling something out? Does that take my action?
No, that's a free action.
Okay, I'm gonna
That's part of your action.
pull out the wand.
Okay.
And I'm going to send 2 rays at the one that hasn't been hit and 1 at the one that has been hit.
Gotcha. Go ahead and make those attack rolls.
So...
make the first one with advantage because you're invisible.
I rolled the same thing twice.
Cool.
That's a 7 on the first one.
7 does not hit. Wait, really? Okay. So your proficiency bonus is 3.
Oh, I haven't been adding yet.
Oh, that's important.
I don't make a lot of attack rolls. I'm sorry.
So whatever you roll, you're adding 5 for your intelligence, 3 for your proficiency, and 1 for your wand.
That is a 15 total.
What were you rolling?
I was just rolling flat and then adding 1 for the wand.
Really?
I don't make attack rolls a lot, like, ever, so I haven't been adding anything.
Yeah, so whenever you're rolling, you're adding 9.
Wow,
Including
okay.
the wand?
Yeah, 9 with the wand,
Yeah.
8 without.
Okay,
Yeah.
So
so
rolling
15.
15 definitely hits.
Okay, the second one is 11 plus 9. That's
That
20.
hits.
Yes. Third one is 13 plus 9.
All 3 hit?
Yes.
Go ahead and roll damage.
I've entered another dimension.
That is 9 for the first one. That's 9 for the one that takes 1. And then...
What? Oh, 9 for the one at Kepesk. Okay.
14 total for the one that takes 2.
14. Okay. As you kind of direct these rays with an incredible degree of effectiveness, the one near Kepesk is just instantly like and just incinerated.
Ooh.
It is wildly effective. The one near you just kind of like is just reeling backwards. You see bits of it fly off. A few maggots begin pouring out of it from various points, but it looks pretty incredibly hurt by that.
Well, obviously the maggots were controlling them.
It's like that thing from Nightmare Before Christmas, you know?
Oh god.
Oh,
Boogeyman.
okay. I
Sure.
thought he was using like dead bodies to make scarecrows, and I was like,
You don't know.
I can't trust anyone.
All right, so that's your turn. Up next, this happens, and you hear as a very angry and seemingly satisfied that she finally gets to swing her sword and deal damage. Regina comes charging in, great sword in hand, kind of is going to immediately attack the one that you scorched and is currently partially on fire. That's a natural 20. She's angry. Okay, I'm gonna need a lot of dice.
Can I share something I just thought of?
Please.
You know those like Smash opening edit memes? Like
Yeah.
it's like,
Regina
Regina
in.
joins.
yeah, my brain was like, Regina likes it when it's her turn.
That's very funny. Okay. Holy crap.
I want to make Smash openings for all of our characters, like that we've ever
really
had,
great.
That'd be super funny.
including us as people.
You're my favorite character.
Jeez, dude. Oh, jeez, dude. I rolled above average on all of those.
Is this a 60-sided gun?
Yeah.
You need a 38-sided die.
Why?
Dungeons, and more dungeons.
Oh,
Only true fans will understand.
35 points of slashing damage as the great sword just it just immediately like carves it in half. The already brittle skin of the on fire scarecrow just kind of falls to ash beneath her sword as she just where's the rest and just charges off into the field. Just very
I
angrily.
request blood!
All right. She disappears. You don't see her. Up after that, you see once again an enormous in the sky, kind of above you, an enormous spiked mace just appears in the sky, made of light, and crashes down into the earth. You see as well as that a blinding, once again like a camera flash. Light goes off on the other side of the field where De Niro disappeared. whoops, that's not what I meant to roll.
Dutch was there too.
Dutch is just.
Yep. All right. You see these flashes of light. Up after that. Let's see. More currently not visible action occurs, but immediately after that is Dutch. You hear this happen.
I want to let out the most pristine, like, high-pitched scream possible.
Okay, you and rush into combat once again.
Activating my Sunblade, I want to do like a Star Wars like at the
Beat Saber.
Yeah, Beat Saber.
What are you attacking?
What are you attacking? You don't see anything.
Yeah, okay, so there's no scarecrows or anything left, right?
No, not that you see.
Oh.
I mean, you heard some screams of anger, a blast of fire from your right and from your left, divine kind of radiant light.
How tall is this grain? Can I like stand up and be visible?
You can stand up and kind of like it's about like to head height, so you can you just have like kind of limited sight.
Okay. I want to yell like, "What's going on?"
Okay.
What's going on?
Yell that out. Would you like to do anything else with your turn? You want to move? Where do you want to move?
Move closer to. Do I know where Simon and Kepesk is?
You know about the general area that they are.
I'm just gonna move like kind of towards them.
Okay.
With my sword at the ready.
It takes you about 30 feet, but you do eventually arrive, and you see Simon kind of there, wand pointed, kind of like smoking at the tip, like as if he's just fired some form of ray that's scorched in some way or another.
What did I miss?
Scarecrows?
That we're alive.
There seems to be something going on that way. I think we should join the rest.
Let's do it.
Okay.
There's something in the grain. Alright. Okay, that's your turn. Up next.
I want to run with like my thing like over the grain, so it's just you can't see my head, but it's just the.
You Okay. You hear distant, and that's all you are currently aware of.
Regina.
Do we know what direction it's coming from?
Yeah, it came from the direction where the giant floating glowing mace is.
I want to head there.
All right. So up immediately after that is Simon and Kepesk's turn. Who would like to go first?
You can go first.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go towards it. I'm gonna use that movement to move towards.
You get up, using your 40 feet of movement. You effortlessly close the gap between yourself and De Niro, Axel, and the remaining scarecrow, which is there currently haggering De Niro, just kind of slashing across him as you see a few wounds across his chest.
I'm gonna use both of my attacks with Lion's Blade against it, and I'm going to.
As you approach, you see that the scarecrow is glowing. You have advantage on this next strike.
Hell yeah. So I'm gonna attack. Well, the first two rolls are gonna be my Lion's Blade, but my third is gonna be Savage. So
Okay. 16 hits.
Okay.
I'll just let you know.
Okay. 8 plus 6 is 14.
14 hits.
And then my short sword. 4 plus 6, 10.
10 hits.
Awesome.
10 does not hit.
Oh, okay. Well,
My bad.
so my first two, 10 damage plus 5 is 15.
Alright.
And then 11.
11. Alright. As you... There's not even a need for this third strike, as you just kind of scatter it across as the scarecrow falls kind of... de-animating in front of you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you. So, no kids. Alright, the scarecrows fall before you. Currently none left around as the deer kind of gets it like, was that all of them? And he touches his chest and his wounds seal back up.
Where's Regina?
I'm over here. Are there any left? And she kind of like comes over to where you guys are and it's just starting. And she's just like stabbing the ground where the scarecrow fell down.
Can I, okay, so it's just laying on the ground now?
Yeah.
Can I kind of crouch and try to see, if it's a construct or undead or something.
Make an arcana check.
26.
26. This is the definition of a construct. This is definitely something normal where some kind of twisting and corrupting magic twisted this thing into something evil.
I see. Okay. Well, I think...
Why this farm? Why this dude?
We didn't ask him if he has any enemies, or if his family has any. It seems like this is a work of some kind of magic wielder.
He said he had inheritance, right?
That is true.
That is
Is
true.
that when you get, like, something from
Yeah.
a dead relative?
Yeah.
If he has any relatives that are alive, maybe they want that inheritance.
So, they want to kill him, so they probably kill him. Oh, I see what you're saying. That was just generally me being stupid.
I think we owe this guy some... I think we owe this guy some
agree.
Favorite
questions.
food. I'm imagining you just like crab walks.
I'm sorry. I have to... You know how when you start saying something and you messed up and you're like... And then you start over?
Yeah.
I did that in front of a microphone once. In front of the entire school.
Oh no!
It was like the 5th grade. I had to read out a speech. I misspoke. I did that. The whole crowd laughed, and I was like,
Oh no! Oh, that is actually the worst.
I feel like that's worse than just.
Than just misreading
That's
it.
so relatable, though.
Oh.
I mean, but at least they laughed.
Yeah.
I feel like they were laughing with you, not at you, though.
Better
Yeah.
than just like deadpan silence.
Oh no!
That would
Like,
that would have been
angry
so much worse.
Yeah.
That's
Oh, no.
so sad.
But like,
Alexa,
yeah,
play
I'm gonna walk over
Despacito.
to the house. I'm gonna knock on the door.
I want to look.
Well, it's the middle of the night.
It is the middle of
I
the night.
don't care.
Okay.
Well, something
He's
that
had
just happened.
scarecrows attacking his house.
Does anybody want to stay out in the field and keep watch?
I'll keep watch.
The door opens, and you immediately see a crossbow pointed at your face. And after a moment, Tim, like,
It's me.
Oh, hi.
It's
just
me.
you.
Hi.
Wait,
Yes.
what's going on?
I'm gonna ask you some questions first, and then I'll let you know. Just
Sure.
You know, nothing big.
You
so-
find anything yet?
You, maybe, but like, let me ask you a few questions. first.
Okay, no problem.
So, about your inheritance,
Yeah.
is there a reason why any of this would be happening to you? Just to gather more, field information for our investigation.
I mean, I suppose I've got a nice farm. If somebody wanted to, mess that up, if, I was, getting too big for my boots, as they say, and, maybe, driving off some competition. I mean, like, there's a few other farms in the general area that, aren't quite as big as mine, but, it was mostly my grandpappy's. He handed it down to me. My dad just wasn't really for him. He wanted to be a fishmonger. He went off somewhere. I'm not sure where he is right now. We don't talk a whole lot, but that's really not very important.
What is your grandfather's name?
I'm sorry. The DM can only make up so many names, and I don't know right now.
I don't know if it's important. I apologize. Okay.
Just tell. Or Tim. Picasso.
Ja-Tim.
Okay,
Ja-John. Ja-Allen.
So, Bjorn.
Jibjorn.
We just killed your scarecrows.
What? Let's go ahead and take a step back. Okay. So, killed implies that they were alive.
Yes.
They're not. They're scarecrows.
But they were.
There's
What?
something called a construct. I don't know if you're familiar with magic.
I've constructed things, yes.
But magically. Like a better IKEA.
What?
IKEA doesn't exist.
It seems that your problem may be some kind of caster. Do you know of anyone that would have anything against your family? Or against you?
I mean, anybody who didn't like my farm, but I can't see why anyone would dislike me.
Okay.
You're a pretty nice guy.
I'm gonna
Thank
cut
you,
to
that
the
means
quick
a lot.
and slam my hand on the door frame.
Whoa.
Whoa, okay.
wait.
Not like on him, but like.
All right. As you kind of He kind of like, huh! And jumps back. The crossbow releases and kind of embeds itself in your shoulder.
I want to grit my teeth.
You take 3 points of piercing damage as you just kind of.
No, you're
No,
keeping
no.
watch.
It's fine.
I don't
She's
wanna
like,
consider-
oh, I'm so sorry. Are you all right? And he like immediately like tries to dig it out of your shoulder. You take another point of slashing damage. She's like, oh, I'm so sorry. He kind of like puts it back in the crossbow. Well, you can't startle me like that. I'm armed.
You have someone who wants to kill you.
Well, that's a little drastic.
It's not because of your farm. Wake up.
Hey, Dutch.
Nobody
has
kind of
attempted-
freaking me out a little bit.
Okay, I'm sorry. I don't like talking over adults, but
You think I'm an adult?
Yeah.
That's so sweet. Anyways.
Nobody has made an attempt on his life. At least, sorry, not yet. But they've attacked his farm. It seems they want to do damage to it rather than to him. You know?
I don't know. It's not really a lot of damage. It's just kind of mischief in general. Just kind of like somebody just being mean or like pulling one of those pranks. You know, not like a gnomish kind of prank. But the gnomes are very good at pranks. I'm not really big on it myself, but like their actual acts are very interesting to me. Their pranks are like fun and like, you know, get people places.
a gnome weeaboo.
Yes.
Okay, so you.
To the other hand.
All right.
I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care. I want information.
That's not
You
helping.
take 4 points of piercing damage as the crossbow once again kind of and fires into your other shoulder. It's just like, ah, stop, please, I'm sorry, and he pulls out again. You take another point of damage. Just stop. Okay, you're freaking me out a little bit. I'm sorry.
We're not getting information.
I don't like talking to gnomes particularly. You know, they're just kind of weird. But I like what they do. It's cool. But you know, you're freaking me out.
He loads the crossbow.
Just okay. Listen. I don't have a problem with gnomes. They're all right.
They're not part of this conversation.
I'm talking about them, so technically they are.
We should just let this guy die.
What?
Even
I'm
though he's not
sorry.
technically having something against his life.
Okay.
We're overtired. We've been up late. We just engaged in combat.
Somebody's been pulling mean pranks on me, and you think they're going to kill me?
No.
They were alive and tried to attack us, so I'm assuming that they're going to attack you. I'm
Well-
concerned about your life.
You seem alright. You're not even hurt.
They tried to attack us. That's the point. We're too good. we're that good.
Huh.
I think your farm is secure for now. We can talk with you in the morning.
Alright. Well, glad it was dealt with. The reward is at the Adventurers Guild. Good night.
As the door closes.
The whole time that was going on, I'm just imagining Kepesk, like, with his swords out, just like,
Just like doing his idle animation.
I was worried about his life.
You're doing what I was doing.
To be fair, you seem to be the only one worried about his life.
Thank you.
No,
Wait, what?
No,
I mean,
that's
I
not-
don't even think he's worried about his life. I mean, he's part of my imagination, so I don't know why he would be. I don't know why you're so
I'm
concerned.
worried
He's
about
fake.
your life.
Well, that's very kind of you, but, you know, doesn't really mean a lot from somebody who is, you know, coming from my own brain. Maybe I'm coddling myself. Am I going soft? I don't know. Well, he just kind of walks off and is like, just muttering to himself and considering the mood. It's very pretty tonight.
Hey, guys.
Yeah.
Did Swiffer ever come back?
I don't care.
We should care.
Why?
This guy's rich and said he would send people after us if we hurt his dog.
We didn't hurt his dog. The scarecrows did.
If the dog is hurt, then we get it hurt.
The dog's not the problem. I think we should spend the rest of the night out here and make sure nothing comes by and then
maybe for posterity tomorrow night. Maybe keep watch. I know it's not fun or adventurous, but I don't want anybody else to get hurt.
Okay.
What do you guys think?
Sure.
I mean, fuck it. Nothing better to do, right?
I suppose we should pull up somewhere.
Is there any, like...
At this point, Regina comes up and she's kind of like wiping her blade on her sleeve as she arrives.
Well, thank you very much for your help with this endeavor.
Was that it? I feel like I have an inkling that that's not it. Like...
I mean, I scoured the general area, and, best I can tell, that seems to be the only thing that was, I didn't check.
Do we just tell him to not make new scarecrows?
I don't care. This part of the job is done.
Look.
Whatever was,
Somebody animated those scarecrows.
If they make more scarecrows, they'll animate the scarecrows again, and the whole problem.
My point is
Legalities
there's something
with-
else behind this, and I
that's a
won't feel right taking the money without.
different service request, but if you think that's what we should do, then a stakeout again tomorrow doesn't seem like the worst idea.
Okay. I'm agreeing.
Yeah. I'm down.
Okay.
I'm just gonna sit on the ground.
Who wants to take first watch?
You want to sleep here?
Yeah.
I'm sleeping on the ground.
Where do you guys want to sleep?
Let's sleep in the barn.
Yeah. Probably,
Okay.
Probably the barn's a good idea.
As you
Can I
set up
get
camp.
back up on the-
Yeah, you can. You get back up there, Simon, like a cat on a tin roof. You sit up there. It's pretty cold, but
I'll bundle.
you make do. So, would you guys like to take a long rest?
Yeah.
Okay, you take a long rest. The rest of the night passes uneventfully. You wake up the next morning feeling refreshed, if a little cold. The dew is kind of resting on your skin. You have to shake yourselves off to feel awake once again. But
Sleeping
it
in
is
a
a new
barn
day.
is actually kind of nice. I've done that before. Like sleeping in hay is surprisingly nice. That sounded like the most backcountry thing. I apologize.
I
but-
slept in the hay.
I'm
It
from New
was
York.
good.
Shut up.
it's okay. We live in the South. It's allowed. So, what would you guys like to do?
Oh boy.
You just want to stake out another day?
I want to go to the bookstore. I
Okay.
feel bad
Why?
because I'm getting him a book.
About gnomes.
Yes.
I'm
Or-
actually gonna
yeah.
keep watch at the farm today.
Okay. You guys continue taking the rest of the day to just kind of monitor the area.
Well, I was gonna talk to you.
Oh, okay, sure. We'll get to that. You're headed to the bookstore. Is there
Yes.
anything in particular you want? Just something about gnomes?
Yes. I'm just gonna be like anything about gnomes or gnome-related activities.
Oh, sure, we have something for that. Just give me a few moments.
As the old woman who's there, still, writing in her ledger, she eventually comes upon a book that seems to be about the kind of history of some of the modern implementations of tools and things that gnomes have influenced, like certain types of pitchforks and certain things like that, and tools that gnomes have invented. Plowshares, things like that. Unique and complex tools that only gnomes would really be
I'll take it.
complex in the mind enough to think about. You take it, it's going to cost you about 15 gold.
Worth it. I feel terribly
Oh,
sorry.
I just realized I didn't roll a 1. I rolled a 4 and a 7.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, no.
Well,
'cause that's
you would have
not-
just killed it quicker.
Yeah, it's not near the 1 at all. So.
Okay. Do you have free gift wrap?
No. It's an extra 2 silver.
That's fine. I'll do that.
Alright, she gift wraps it
Make
for
it
you.
look pretty.
It's pretty simple.
Got
It's red. She puts a bow around
That's
it.
it. I'm heading back. I feel so terrible during this episode.
Come again.
And you make your way back, arriving upon the farm. While you were gone, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna approach the door and
Alright, a few moments pass. Once again, Jatim kind of comes out, looks like he's ready for work for the day. Yes?
hi. So you're a farmer. I'm not a farmer.
Yes.
Do you raise animals at all?
Just my dog? Not really.
Well, you have hay, and you've said you've constructed things before. Would you be willing?
And I'm gonna reach into my pack and pull out the griffin egg.
I rescued this egg, and I'm warning you now. It's a griffin egg.
Oh, cool.
When raised from birth, maybe it'll be nice. But lizard folk, as I am, are cold-blooded and don't produce enough heat to keep eggs warm.
I see.
Would you watch this egg until it hatches?
Sure, I suppose that's something I could definitely do. It's within the realm of my skill. I mean, I've raised eggs before, but... Well, it doesn't matter.
No, I'd love to hear about it.
I think I've done enough talking for the day. He takes it in. He takes it in. Well, I'll watch over it and try to send word to you should it hatch. It's big. It'll probably take a while, but all right. I'll watch over it.
Kepesk.
You know my name.
Very gently, like not like
Okay.
rip, just like
Sure. Very good. Thank you, Kepesk. It should be an interesting opportunity to watch this thing.
Hatches
I'm
immediately.
gonna
I'm
Squawk.
gonna hand him 3 gold, actually. Just like, hey,
Thank
it's a
you.
lot.
Something to do. Thank you.
And I'm gonna, after he like closes the door, I assume, I'm gonna climb onto his roof.
Okay.
And just kind of like keep watch.
That's where I am.
Well, you're on. I thought you were on the barn.
I was saying. Oh, okay.
Yeah, barn roof.
Because
I
you-
wasn't saying. I wasn't saying you couldn't go there.
Make an acrobatics check.
Is it Dex? Well,
Um,
it's a 5 anyway. Wait, you said acrobatics?
Mm-hmm.
It's somewhere in here.
No, I know. I don't know why I can't see it. Oh, it's a 5.
5.
Yeah, that's what I
5
thought.
total?
Yeah.
Okay. You do not manage to get up on the roof. Simon, I need you to make a perception check.
Okay. That is not one.
Okay. You do not notice anything for the rest of the day. Dutch, as you are making your way back from it, you do see walking into the field carrying some sort of bundle is a tall, darker skinned man who seems to enter the field as you're approaching. What do you do?
Hey!
You call it. He's already in the grain.
Oh, I'm gonna put the book in my bag and follow.
Okay. You follow and you eventually catch up, kind of walking behind this man who apparently is...
With my banjo
Okay.
and wheat and hat.
Sure. He is, in fact, carrying a scarecrow.
Oh.
As you walk up, you just go, "Hello, can I help you?"
Hi! I was recently hired on this farm, and I'm just here to make friends and figure out where everyone is, because I'm new around here.
I'm Daryl.
I'm Hutch.
Daryl.
Nice to meet you. What do you do around these parts?
This is
You yeed your last haw.
this is like when Hillary Clinton visited South Carolina and like put on the accent.
Oh, she
Um,
did?
yeah,
I
yeah,
didn't
yeah.
see that, but
Yeah.
I can-
Yeah. It was the
No.
worst. But yeah, he kind of like, well, I work for Tim here, and well, he tells me that you destroyed his scarecrows.
They were alive.
All right, I'll take your word for it. But I'm just gonna replace one and leave it for now. I'm sure whatever was. Well, I mean, I've been working on this farm for about a year now, but whatever has been upsetting this general dynamic of, hay bales being knocked over, grain, didn't really cause any harm, just more of an annoyance. But, I mean, if it was scarecrows, I suppose it makes sense, but doesn't
Do you
matter.
make them? They're very good. Very well crafted.
I do, in fact, actually. It's kind of a shame. Those 3 were some of my best work. Oh well.
They went out valiantly in flames.
I suppose that's not what I intended them for, but I'm alright with that.
Do you work for a specific company? I would love to have you make like,
company
furniture or something. Or what's the equivalent of the word company?
I work for Tim. That's pretty much it.
Oh, you're just like a freelance.
Yeah, I'm just a farmhand.
Neat. Well, it was nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.
See you around.
My hands are a little full.
Another hand
Alright.
thing.
Well, I'll be on my way. Is anything else been upset at the farm? Mr. Tim doing all right?
Yeah, his dog keeps getting out, which is a slight issue.
Oh, that happens. Well, I'll go get him. Thank you for letting me know.
No
I better be off. And he puts up the scarecrow. This one seemingly a little bit more, a little bit more rudimentary. It was kind of slapped together, and he heads off to go find the dog.
Alright, I'm going to go back, or take the book out and go back to the knock.
Okay. As you arrive at the door, you knock. Once again, Tim answers. This time, seemingly, he's wearing a little bit more comfortable clothes than he was yesterday. But you open the door, and you just kind of like, yes, can I help you?
I just want to say I am so sorry for everything that I've
What?
done.
You
Here's
dealt with my
this
problem.
book.
Oh, all right.
Good
Well,
day.
I'm getting all sorts of gifts today. Oh. You don't see anything. The door closes and you don't hear anything else. All right. Would anyone else like to do anything today?
I want to inform them about Daryl.
Okay. You were informed of the farmhand.
The Dyrel.
Alright.
Very, very tan gentleman wearing a straw hat. As you guys continue sitting for the rest of the day, night comes again. Like set up camp. Would anyone like to take watch? You take watch?
I
Okay.
shall.
Make a perception check.
16 plus 5.
23. Yeah, you keep a very close eye out, specifically on the scarecrow. Nothing happens throughout the night. It is totally calm. Eventually, Daryl does return with Swiffer, just kind of like, whoop, and just kind of yeets him into the backyard.
Thank you.
He just waves.
Where was he? Like,
Around. Walks
Alright.
away.
good night.
He waves again.
Cool.
So, who would like to take next watch? Go ahead and make a perception check.
5.
Good. You also don't notice anything, being kind of distracted momentarily.
From my shame.
My sweat.
Regina is like, she's polishing her blade and just kind of looking around, but something about like the way that she's polishing it is so rhythmic that it's just kind of hypnotic. It's just kind of relaxing to watch her just
I mean,
polish
that
her
is
blade. She's ready.
Like, people sharpening, like, executioners when they do that, like, like, I don't know, that's just very
You think that to yourself, and several hours pass of you just kind of watching that. Nothing catches your attention.
That's gonna be so
Sharpen
bad.
that
Just the
blade.
man who made a bondage comment is just...
Staring at her sword. Final perception check.
I'll take it.
Alright, go ahead and make one.
That's in that one.
You don't notice anything either, but by the end of the night, you are equally hypnotized by the sharpening of this blade, but Scarecrow doesn't seem to move. So, as morning arrives, you all wake up feeling rested once again, as Regina kind of awakens, eventually just like, alright.
Man, I should really sharpen this blade some.
Are you happy now?
I mean, nothing happened, right?
Nothing happened.
I mean, you could have left yesterday.
I know, I could have,
Oh,
but I'm still here.
thank you. That's so mean. Oh.
I think nothing happened. So someone might have been jealous and brought to life the scarecrows, but we took care of it and nothing happened. So we could lay this to rest.
Agreed.
I'm down.
I guess so.
Well, one way or another, I'm going to be leaving tomorrow. Sometime in the morning.
For where?
Oh, well, I'm not sure. Somewhere more coastal, perhaps. Maybe Waterdeep. But, nah, that's a little big. Daggerford, potentially. Someplace that's coastal. I just want to be on the water again. But,
You from anywhere near the water?
yes.
Excuse me as I try to take notes.
As he violently searches.
I was born on ship. Born and raised, really. That's not important.
What's a ship?
You've seen a ship before.
Your ship.
You have seen a ship before,
Oh,
but not frequently.
But
It's
one way or
it's a
another,
great place, you know.
I'm traveling by boat. I could use a few extra crew, so if anyone ever happens to come across anyone with any sort of sailing experience or willingness to travel, then let me know. I will be seeing you.
Have you guys seen Apollo?
She leaves. She makes her way towards the town.
Just like from the scarecrow, just hi.
Hey, I'm back.
All right. So, what would you guys like to do?
Where am I? Sorry.
I'm sorry for wasting our time.
It's okay.
We stopped scarecrows from
Yeah.
being scarecrows.
I mean, we all got something
Scary
good out of it
crows.
today. I think.
We got money.
I made this.
And Axel holds up, like, he's essentially, like, woven, like, a tiny little patch of wheat, like, together into, like,
Like a hot
just a little
plate?
patch. Essentially.
Oh,
Really pretty.
Nice.
Cool,
pretty talented.
cool, not
Thanks.
pretty.
Here.
He hands it to you and then walks away.
I think we should head into town
I'm
and
just gonna
collect
put
our
it
gold.
Okay.
I now have a hot plate.
Yeah, essentially. All right, you make your way back into town,
Let's collect the money.
arriving, heading towards the Adventurers Guild. And with that, what are we calling this one?
Apollo and a scarecrow. I feel like that.
They wouldn't. No one would understand.
Yeah. Okay.
What?
That also what?
I don't get it.
That was the joke. Is that he was a scarecrow.
It was a good one. I was a good one. You're knocking it out of the park tonight.
Sometimes your humor's spot on, and sometimes it's just not.
My brain is like the word Daryl and like Walking Dead joke, but I've never seen Walking Dead, so I can't make a joke.
Oh, great.
You've yeed your last hawk.
Yes.
All right. Thank you very much for joining us on this episode, in which we sat in a field.
No, we got the green
I got him a
terrorist.
book.
Yeah. You got the grain terrorist.
We did. They were
Thank
hiding in plain sight, like real terrorists.
Thank you. The real terrorist was inside us all along. Thank you very much for joining
Real
us.
terrorist is gluten.
We will see you in the next episode. Farewell. Just kidding. This is where the series ends.
Bye.